Happy Tuesday, everybody. Last week I said I want to be an Indices and Australian dollar buyer. It turned out perfectly. This week looks like the trend is going to continue. However, it requires some more confirmation before any action will be taken. Okay, I'm going to start off with S&P 500, right? So last week we saw some buying activity, actually quite strong. So we predicted that, which is right. Now this area looks like it's trying to make a base in this area. So let's drop down to a smaller time frame and see what they are doing. So let's drop down to hourly. You can see, actually, let me just change this trend line. It is trying to find support in this trend line area, which is around the 4,450 area. So we have found some buyer. Today, I like to see if price can break above the monthly pivot and come back for a retest. May consider to take a long up to this 4,660 area on S&P 500. However, you shouldn't just analyze one chart. You should look at other stock indices and see what they are doing. So let's go to Dow Jones. Dow Jones Industrial is, I would say, is one of the strongest. Okay, the reason being is you can see it had a little fake out and then price comes straight back in. All right, and now it's hovering around the monthly pivot at the moment. The monthly pivot on my chart is around the 35,060 area. Okay, so let's drop down to a smaller time frame and see what they're doing. So you can see price again found support in this area. Okay, now it's basing up into a inverted head and shoulder pattern or smaller time frame. All right, so you can either consider take a breakout or wait for a break or for a retest. It's up to your own trading style. I'll do some digging on how the behavior from history looks like. I might consider to take a breakout this morning or this afternoon, depending on how price reacts. Okay. The final one that I like to show you is the Nikkei, the Japanese indices. So we zoom out. Just get rid of that. We zoom out. The 27,000 area is very significant. You can see multiple support and resistance area here. So now we had a little fake out in this area and come straight back in. So now we're above the 27. We're trying to base. You know, if you drop down to a 4 hours, you can see it's actually forming another reversal pattern, inverted head and shoulder, right? So let me just write it and show you. Hopefully you can see it already, but if not, by this should help you. So that's the head and shoulder pattern. So very simple. I'm waiting for price to break, come back for a retest, and also coincide with the monthly pivot and then take it long on Nikkei. So now we can see 3 indices are trying to do something similar. 3 of them are trying to base up. So all I need to do is wait for a confirmation, wait for a leader to lead the way, and then the rest follow through. That way it will enhance your trading probability a lot better. Moving on to dollar index, is not the clearest direction. All right, you can see in sort of January time it went up, and then last week it went straight back down. Okay, now looks like current price level would like to pull back a little bit. Okay, to probably back to the monthly pivot area. Let me just clear some of the drawing first. So it looks like price are potentially going back to the monthly pivot level around here. If this bearish run is true, then I like to see this phase 2 being weak, not too strong. So I will consider to sell dollar when it reached the monthly pivot level and then take it back down to this 94.60 area. Okay, so while dollar is trying to figure out what to do, it makes it quite difficult to trade the other FX pair. Therefore, I'll be patiently wait until I can see a clear direction, then look for maybe euro dollar to go long, and then maybe Australian dollar, Kiwi dollar to go long. Okay, but before I see any indication in dollar, there's no action will be taken. Okay. The flip side on dollar index is the euro dollar. So you can see the weekly pivot is right here at this level, which is 11360 area. So I'm waiting patiently, waiting for price to pull back to here, look for a rejection to take it long, perhaps to around the 200 EMA. There's no strong indication that price on euro dollar can go to 117 or 118 this level. So around the 116 or under will be my profit target for the moment. All right. We are already seeing gaining on Australian dollar. So it had some sell-off on Friday, and then Monday yesterday already we see buyers then stepping back in. So it looks like making a higher low in this area, so price potentially will go back up to this area. All right, how do we get into Australian dollar? If you're not in, perhaps it might be slightly tricky. I'll probably have to wait until price break a bit higher and look for a small retracement on 4 hours to go long on that. The final pairs in my interest is Kiwi dollar. From my side, Kiwi is still bearish. However, if you look at this current phase 2 here, it's trying to change the trend through this area. So I think safer option it will be wait until it take off the previous lower high. So come back here to take it long on Kiwi dollar. So that's my plan on Kiwi. So that's all the plan for Forex actually. Okay, moving on to the final thing. I don't think any commodity is in my interest, although I don't want to waste any time to go through the plan because there's no plan on commodity. Gold is not the cleanest chart. Silver is the same category, so it's nothing shouting out in a minute. Oil, I can quickly show you the reason why I don't want to trade it is because it's at a resistance level. Right, so we can see price is trying to go back to phase 2 at the moment. Is it going to go back a bit lower to around the 20 EMA? I may consider to take it long up to there again, but at the moment, because it's phase 2, I do not trade daily phase 2, so I'm gonna leave it alone for the minute. Okay, right, the final pair that I want to show you is cryptocurrency. So let's start off Bitcoin. I know we can see some buying momentum through this area here the last 2 weeks, okay, which I didn't get involved at all because based on the commitment of traders, it's still not bullish. So are we gonna go back to the 50k? I very much doubt, because just from price action, this is very bearish. All right, there's a lot of selling. All right, some people may not be able to got out in time. They will now have an itchy hand to, all right, you know what, I want to sell it, I can't bear my pain anymore. So I'll wait until see what the price action brings and the coming cut data to support me. If price come back here, make a higher low around the 32k again, then I may consider to buy some a Bitcoin round here, but I really have to see how the price action react and also how the cut data support. All right, let's move on to Ethereum. So Ethereum, similar things. We had some strong buying around this area here, but again, overall picture is still quite bearish. Okay, so COT data is not supporting just yet. So without the support of COT data, I can't see this sustain and go and make a new all-time high. So I think price is probably going to retrace. So wait until more confirmation if it's going to find a double bottom or is it going to test a bit lower. We shall see in the coming weeks. So if the price can find a level and COT data support, maybe, let's just try and do the trend line higher. If COT data support and price action looks like a phase 2 to me, maybe around this 2,200 area, I'll consider to take it long and then maybe back up to 3,300 and see how it goes. So maybe a short-term investment trade on Ethereum and Bitcoin. The rest of the altcoins, maybe, but I don't think the selling is done until summer. So I will wait until summertime before I plan any aggressive move. Okay. So that's my plan for the week. If you do have any question, you can drop me a comment and I'll do my very best to help you. Don't forget, if you subscribed to our channel, make sure you hit the bell icon so that way you don't miss any market update. Once again, thanks for watching. Happy trading, healthy investing. Thank you.